What if I was to ask you if you knew the truth? What would your answer be? You could reply, with the truth about what? And then I'd say, here, let us show you. This is just unbelievable. You can turn water into fuel.
Okay, so this is going to be the first first experiment with HHO, just seeing if I can get bubbles to start coming out. Okay, so I got this little DeWalt battery here that I'm going to hook up, and let's see what happens. Okay, so you can see automatically there, it gets some good bubble action. So yeah, this thing's producing, even with small amperage, little 18 volt DeWalt battery. I mean, this is a little HHO generator as well, it's small. And there you go, there's the bubbles, right? Okay, so my son's gonna collect 3 seconds worth of bubbles. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now bring it over onto the
exploding
plate.
Table.
And back up,
Implosion
Jesse.
table.
And I'm gonna.
It is time for Imagine It. Carl Nelson is here. You have the safety glasses. I'm gonna put those on first. You're already playing with fire. All right.
That's right. We're gonna talk about combustion today. Let's get started with this balloon filled with 100% oxygen gas.
Okay.
I'm just going to bring this flame right next to it and...
Okay, yep. Sorry, I'm going to do a lot of this.
You expected a big explosion, right?
Sure,
I kind of
did.
led you up to that.
Yeah.
Now, what happened is the flame melts the balloon. The oxygen inside might make the flame on the stick burn a little bit more brightly, but there was no appreciable fuel there.
Right, it just kind of popped because
It just popped,
yeah.
and that was it. Now, on the other hand, this balloon in front of us is actually filled with 100% hydrogen.
Okay.
And it's surrounded by about 20% oxygen in the atmosphere.
Alrighty.
And this stick is really long, so we can back away and you can extend your arm and bring it just below the bottom of the balloon. And bring it up to the balloon, burst the balloon.
Whoa. Okay.
That was appreciably different.
That was, I felt the heat from that.
You could feel the heat from that.
Yep.
I'm slinging some wax here, sorry about that. Now, that was hydrogen inside the balloon.
That's where I get nervous.
Mixed with oxygen. It's okay.
Okay.
It gets better. We're going to step it up from that.
Okay.
Okay, that was just hydrogen mixing with the oxygen in
Should
the
I say
air.
my goodbyes?
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I'm here. It's okay. So we're going to mix now the oxygen with the hydrogen all in one balloon.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and that's what I have in this guy.
All right, that balloon looks larger.
Well,
slightly larger.
It's larger because here's what we have to do. I'm going to make a bunch of bubbles in this tray of soapy water.
Okay.
You are going to then scoop up those bubbles right off the top, get as many as you can, leave the water behind.
Okay.
And then we'll just add a little flame to it.
Oh, all right, so you're going to blow me up, in theory.
Now, this could be a little bit louder than the previous balloon, so why don't you go ahead and put the earmuffs on right now.
Oh, you were just making me look all kinds of beautiful this morning. Okay.
Now, I'm sure you can still hear me. Now, in order to pick up the bubbles, you're going to have to get your hands wet.
Okay.
So dip your hands down in the soapy
You've
water.
told me to take off my rings already.
All the way up to about right there.
Okay.
Perfect.
So now what?
So now go ahead and put your hands out.
Okay.
I'm going to make some bubbles in here, and these bubbles are filled with a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen gas.
All right.
We're going to see what happens if we add a little energy to that from the flame of a match while they're in the palm of your hands.
Alrighty.
So what I want you to do here in just a second is scoop up as many of those bubbles as you can. Just skim them off the top.
I'm getting nervous.
Leave the water behind.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, extend your hands out in front of you. Put your hands flat.
Okay.
And for everybody else in the studio, you might want to plug your ears because in 3, 2, 1. You okay?
Yeah.
You had a lot of bubbles there. That was and you know, the cool thing about that, you're okay, right? Show your hands.
Good.
You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
I'm alive.
Okay, dry your hands off. The cool thing about that is that reaction happens so quickly.
Hurricanes, earthquakes, and volcanoes, are these signs the end times are close at hand? Hello everyone, and welcome to A Spirited Debate. I'm Lauren Green. With all the natural disasters occurring in such a short period of time, many people of faith are wondering if the end is near, as predicted in Scripture. But my guest says we're reading it all wrong, and that the signs to look for are not in the weather, but in Wall Street, in the form of a global monetary system, a one world order. Dan Celia is the president and CEO.
Hey guys, TMF, quick video, quick idea to share, throw out there for you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Give me your feedback. So I think it's really important we come up with an idea, come up with something that's going to counter the propaganda event of March 24th next month, the March for Our Lives event, okay? Because something's happening here, all right? And we cannot gain any traction as far as gaining attention to the alternative view of this event on the most popular video site on the internet, unfortunately, YouTube, as we all know, because the clampdown is on. Okay, if you merely mention any of these kids' names, you are done. It's like The Village, those that we don't speak of. You can't even mention their names. So Hedgehog, Zog, you mention his real name, done. You mention what's her face, done. So the list of channels and videos that have been taken down as of late over the last several days, a week or so, is downright scary. I've never seen it this bad. I mean, this is 1984 on steroids and beyond. All right. So we need to kind of we need to go beyond YouTube and strike at the social media sites right now. For those of you who still use it, who use those sites, this is the idea I have. So the proposal I have is we create, and those of you with Photoshop access, create a slogan, meme, a poster, and we can title it, call it something along the lines of March Against Tyranny. Create our own march, except we're not really going to march, okay? This is just to put the idea out there that, hey, there's an alternative community, alternative side to this event. There are those of us, thousands of us, millions of us, who believe this event to be manipulation, deception, and state-sponsored propaganda. And so if we get this idea out there, floating around there, if we can push it to be semi-viral to viral, I think it's worth a shot. I think it can have an effect, plant seeds, and get people to understand that, you know, this is not one-sided, okay? And we're against this, and we will not stand for this. And so if we created something along the lines of March Against Tyranny with subtext, maybe something like 2012 NDA, propaganda legal, something we can all agree on, we'll figure it out. And then we can correspond with the bigger YouTube True channels that are still up, that are still active. And those of you with the social media sites, you know, with bigger audiences on social media, perhaps Twitter, Facebook, and we can maybe gain some traction, maybe get some attention on this. Something that will counter this event, okay? Because we cannot do it through YouTube. Obviously. I'm talking through a black screen. I mean, this is it. So, as Corbett Report, if you guys are familiar with the Corbett Report channel, he just came out with a video, like, you know, YouTube's done. Like, that's it. It is really done. Like, this time, really, really done. So 2018 is the death of YouTube. And, like the final death, like there was a huge blow a couple years ago, and it's just been a slow death up until this point, but RIP 2018, make no mistake about that. So let me know what you guys think. We'll correspond, leave your comments, and try to figure this out. I think this is worth a shot. What do you guys think? Thanks.
The Limitless channel here. I just had to speak up. I cannot sit back any longer. We've got end of the petroleum hoax. Water is fuel. Hashtag water is fuel. This is enough to take the whole system down. We need to share this, we need to meme this, and we need to get involved. Now, talking on this tyranny, now to add in onto this March Against Tyranny, I'm all in, I'm all for it. I stand up for truth, And now that we are all seeing the truth being flagged, being taken down, being suppressed, we who started this truth movement years and years ago all knew the moment they started pulling down videos and pulling down channels that we were right. We have the truth. This is proof. The system is done. As far as I can see, the very fact that they won't leave any channels up that talk about any of their false propaganda pieces is proof enough that we won. The masses are awake. Get involved. If you've got a social media page, please troll for the truth. Share videos, share the hashtags, get involved, speak up, because this might be the last chance you have. These are the end times, and the truth is what sets you free. Stay safe, keep in touch, comment below, and get a hold of Truth Media Films Productions. Get involved, help spread the message.